Yo, what up? Welcome back to Redzone In the Lab podcast. That's RITL, also pronounced Riddle. I am Deuce, that's DEUCE. And we are back. It's live, it's straight 2025 NFL season is on the way. Preseason week 1 is here. We talking Commanders. We talking Patriots. Got my man Vino in the building. We're going to break down, look at these rosters, look at these matchups. Just take a look at what this season can entail for both teams. Just basing it off the preseason. We ain't going to get too far. It's just preseason, man. Right after this, man, my man Vino will be in the building.
I didn't make it true, playing by the rules. I come apart, but never cool. I didn't make it true, playing by the rules. I come apart, but never cool.
Man, we've been waiting a long time for this, baby. Redzone In the Lab. Commanders. It's time. Let's get it, homie. Yes, sir. What's good, man? Vino, what's good, man?
What's going on with you, brother?
Feeling sweet, man. Feeling nice, man. Feeling ready to rock and roll with this season, man. Look, taking the audio, right? Making it a visual. And that's the man's Vino, right? Appreciate you coming through. We're gonna talk Patriots, we're gonna talk Commanders. We're gonna talk this preseason game, but before we even go into the preseason game, last year I had a number 2 pick. You had a number 3 pick.
Mm-hmm.
I went quarterback. You went quarterback. I went Jaden Daniels. You went Drake Maye. Right. All in all, I think we can agree that Jaden Daniels had one of the best, if not the best, up there, one of the best rookie seasons of all time.
You can say the. You can just say the. Just say the.
That works too. But when it comes to the other quarterbacks, even Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, because of what Jaden did, it's kind of looked like why these other guys didn't do that too. If you take Jaden out the equation, I think all of those guys had a really good year for a rookie quarterback, right? All of them. Mm-hmm. Even Michael Penix, when he came in, he got the call that he was starting while he was in Costco, right? So that's a whole nother thing, right? But specifically talking about Drake Maye, what he did, how he developed from week 1 to week 18. Tell us about Drake Maye development during the season and what you expect for him for this upcoming year.
Well, man, for Drake, I mean, like, as far as what I saw out of him last year, like his first piece of action was in week 3 against the Jets in a blowout. He showed some promise, but I mean, like the offensive line, like it kind of showed like what it would look like if, he just started the entire season. The offensive line just continuously let him down. He was able to make plays, but like it would have to be off script. There's nothing that's able to sit up here and, go in rhythm. So that really just gave a testament of what the season was going to be. And, that's just what it looked like for the whole year. It was just bad offensive line play. Drake Maye trying to do, the hero ball, in which it almost did work a couple times. He had that one play that everybody talks about against the Titans where he evades in the backfield. And then after that, he's able to find Ramondre for a touchdown to tie up the game. But then when you look at overtime, he's got a play where his receiver ends up slipping on a corner route when the safety is doubling him. So he just covers the middle of the field. That's when he took his deep shot and it got picked off on a play that wasn't supposed to be, double covered. So it is what it is. It's just nuances of the game. That's all it is, bro. But at the end of the day, I was thoroughly pleased with what I saw. I saw a guy that, he can work out of structure when stuff fails him. It's just for us, like, you need multiple things to at least work well. The quarterback can work well, but you need at least one, either the line or the pass catchers to work well. And unfortunately, he didn't have either one of those working for him last year. So with improved pass catchers this year, looking at improved line, we put 3 new players on the line. We got Jared Wilson out of Georgia, the center. He's actually going to be playing guard for us. We put our 4th overall pick into Will Campbell. We signed Morgan Moses, who I know you know for sure, to go ahead and be our right tackle. So we're for sure making improvements on the line. Then after that, you go ahead and you look at the running back room. Ramondre Stevenson, he led the league in fumbles last year. So we went ahead and we added Travion Henderson, another explosive guy that's going to be able to go ahead and make life easier for Drake, not only in the run, but in the pass game. And then from there, bro, you go ahead and you look at that outside threats. I mean, we added Stephon Diggs. We also drafted Kyle Williams. I mean, those are 2 more pieces that, Drake has to work with. So all in all, bro, I expect nothing more but immediate, and I mean an immediate jump from Drake Maye, just given the talent boost around him.
Yeah, so like in the off season, like we know those guys, they do their own things away from the facility in between OTAs and downtime or whatever. Is there any type, and I know the reports can be very scarce. Like most of the time it's not the players posting it, but it's the guys that's coaching them, like that's posting, or they trying to get exposure too. Did you see any of that for Drake Maye in the off season?
As far as this year, I mean, like, honestly, trying to get exposure, I think everybody wants to go ahead and help get their quarterback exposure. They're always going to chop up the good, but then, like, how.
No, not my bad. Not so much exposure, but just like training with like his wide receivers or other.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. He paid for him to go ahead and come out to what's going on, CJ? I see you down there. But he paid for his guys to come on out and work with him.
Drake Maye?
Yeah, he paid for him to come out and work with him. He flew him out. They did a lot of stuff. Like he had a little
Volante, yeah.
Volante is hilarious. But for real. Drake Maye, he ended up going out and getting his guys to come out and work with him. And he's been doing a lot with Javon Baker, Steph Diggs, especially Kendrick Bourne, Pop Douglas. Those guys have all been getting a lot of work together. So like for me now, the question is, can the offensive line mesh together? Because you're not going to be able to do anything without continuity on the offensive line. I mean, I know how you guys have talked about how you value the trenches so much. So I know you understand that wholeheartedly. So it's like, if we're not taking care and protecting our guy up front, then at the end of the day, those pass catchers are going to be looking for the ball, wondering, what the heck.
All right. So to this season, this upcoming year, he has better pass catchers. He has a better offensive line, better defense. Everything on paper looks better. But just for now, I mean, and it's just like light, nothing like concrete, anything like that. But what are your expectations as far as his development, especially with this team that's trying to build around him for this upcoming year?
I think the one thing that I want to see a lot of him is I want to see efficiency on third down. Because those are the gotta have it downs, and if you're not going to be able to go ahead and win on third down, then you're not going to be winning a lot of football games out here.
This is insane, bro.
I know,
like,
ain't it?
Like this is insane, bro. See, it's crazy. Like this is crazy.
But what's up, man? What's up, T? But for real though, like efficiency on third down is a very big thing to me, bro. Like when we're talking about, gotta have it moments, like especially because like we all know how the game goes, like. Everybody, those are the gotta have it downs, like especially where you look for your pass rushers on automatic passing downs, like those kind of plays, bro. We have to be efficient. And last year, like we just weren't efficient at getting off the field. That was a real big thing. I mean, granted, we weren't getting a lot of separation out of guys, but like if Drake Maye wasn't out there, running for his life to go ahead and make something happen after like week 7, bro, it was just like what the heck? That's all it was, bro. So
all right. For tonight, like for us Commander fans, I mean, like pretty much how a lot of us feel about our roster, some of the things that we're looking forward to, seeing some guys to see if they can develop. We got a wide receiver room that somebody needs to make some noise. We got some young linebackers that's going to determine if when Bobby leaves, if we're going to have someone that's going to be able to step into that role. But on your side, what are some players to watch, like opposite some of the things that we're looking for? What are some players to watch as far as Patriots play that we say, okay, he did this against this player, so this has some promise?
Like I'd probably say for me, we have a rookie edge out of LSU that we drafted, Braden Swinson. He's going to be pass rushing today, and I'm pretty sure I saw that Connerly is getting a start for you guys today on a few series. So I'm pretty sure Swinson is going to be starting for us because I don't think that we're going to be putting any of our first teamers out there as far as the edge on defense. But if I see Swinson go up against Connerly, that would be like, something I'd like to go ahead and take a look at. We have another rookie in Joshua Farmer. He actually is going to be playing on the interior, the D tackle. So against your interior, that's going to be something to look for. Another guy on the defensive side, Craig Woodson, that he's a safety that a lot of people in camp have been raving about. They've actually said that he's been pushing Kyle Duggar possibly to the side. So when I go ahead and I see him today, I want to go ahead and see what happens because it is possible that we've talked about in the Patriot community that Kyle Duggar might be on his way out. So, and one more person I'd probably say on the offensive side of the ball, Land Larison, running back today that's going to be playing. We've also been contemplating on getting off of Ramondre Stevenson's contract in the future. So if there's some promise that we can go ahead and see, then, something to build on, then we might go ahead and just, offload his contract after the season as well.
Of course, our pass rush, I don't think we're going to see a lot out of Von Miller. I mean, I don't think we're going to see a lot of him during the regular season either. But there are some young guys that we have. Of course, Baptiste is not going to be there. He's injured. He didn't even travel up. But we do have a young guy in Andre Jones who wears number 50. Lake Lewis, who was an NFL insider, was on a pod yesterday telling me that he had a good practice. So as far as our edge rushes and getting up the field, that's going to be something that we're going to be looking forward to. What are some tackles? I know Morgan Moses ain't playing, right?
No, he's not playing.
I know he's not playing.
We actually have a guy we drafted in the 7th round this year, Marcus Bryant. He's made a lot of noise. So when he came into the season in OTAs, I want to say he was like tackle number 6 on the depth chart. He's risen all the way to number 3. I know he's going to be getting some time out there today, so he's going to be somebody that I'm going to be looking for as far as an offensive tackle. About to say he's most likely going to be the first guy to come in behind Morgan Moses if anything happens for real. After that, we have Vidarian Lowe. He's a guy the Vikings drafted a couple years ago. We traded for him from the Vikings. I mean, he's okay. It's just when he gets beat, it's like he gets beat real bad. And, it's one of those that obviously shows up on the tape.
As far as roster battles for you guys, and I know when you're in a roster battle and you're trying to vie for a spot, especially 2-3 in the depth chart, what are some of those position battles that you're looking forward to? Because I think those battles would be a little heated. So some of the players on our side that's opposite those battles is going to really have to work.
So you're going to love this because I know you guys you just said you're fighting for it. We have a fight in the cornerback room. We need to go ahead and see who's going to be our CB5 and who's going to be our CB6 because Marcellus Diao, he ended up tearing his ACL in camp right before you guys came down for joint practice. So we have a lot of guys who are about to sit up here and battle for CB5 and 6 on that team, especially in special teams roles as well as safety too. We have, I'd probably say safety 4 and 5. We want to go ahead and see who that can be between Del Pettis and Marcus Epps. And then after that, the guard position, as far as, our top guard depth, whether it's going to be Cole Strange, Garrett Bradbury, Ben Brown, or however that works. So those are my top 3 that I would say.
So our wide receivers, pretty 4. It's 4 for me that is pretty much locks. Everybody else is all right, whatever. As far as your guys, I know for us, Dan said that a lot of the guys that played a lot in the joint practice is not going to play in the preseason game, but somebody's going to have to play, right? I don't think Marshawn is going to play, but I do kind of think Amos is going to play. So as far as your wide receivers that's going to be out there, who do you think give us a fair or good evaluation of Amos that him checking as far as your wide receivers?
I would probably say, because I don't expect to see much of Steph Diggs out there, I would say if he does see any of Kayshon Boutte, that'd be something to look for. The guy that I would say, if Amos is out there quite a bit, Javon Baker is going to be somebody that he'll see quite often. guy out of Central Florida, real good contested catch guy. He even had the little famous quote, when he plays, he makes people in wheelchairs stand up, which is hilarious because nobody has stood up yet. But, that's a different conversation for a different day, brother. But that's about it. I would say if you have anybody in the slot that's going to be working, Efton Chisholm, UDFA, that we have working to try to make the team, he's a guy that I would look for in the slot. He's going to be creating a lot. And like somebody that us as Patriots fans, we have to see put something on the field because last year was so tumultuous for him, was Jalen Polk. Like the consensus of Patriots fans, we're just ready to be done with it after how last year went. Like, and it also comes with, overhaul of, leadership and, actually installing a full on GM now. So like that also plays a part into it as well.
Gotcha. All right. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out, and it's just so difficult to really pregame preseason because you just don't know like how long this guy's going to play, how long that guy
it's tough to gauge.
Is going to play. Yeah, it's very tough to gauge. But one of the things that we were really good at last year is the special teams. Do you guys like your kick returner, your special teams guys? Are any battles going on there? Is there anyone that we should be looking out for as far as our kickoff coverage to be able to get down? Because what we saw from the Ravens last night was spectacular. We would love to have somebody to pop out and show.
Yeah, I'd probably say because there's not really a return battle. We have Marcus Jones back there, a kid out of Houston that we drafted a few years ago. He's actually a great return guy. The only issue is like when we have him play the slot, sometimes he gets banged up. So I will say they're going to be fighting out there for, the backup return spot. It's going to be a multitude of guys. I'd probably say Land Larison, the guy that I mentioned at running back, he might be a guy that they go out there, they try to see if they have something with. But Marcus Jones, I'm pretty sure I want to say he was all pro as a punt returner. Just, one of these past 2 years, he had an electric year one of those years. So he's been pretty locked in on the team as far as, special teams.
I know we're going to see some vanilla offense. Is Maye playing?
Yeah, Maye's going to start the game. I'm pretty sure he's going to have 2 series out there, one or 2 series. I don't see him, playing a whole quarter and a half. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Morgan and those guys, like the starting O-line, won't be out there with him?
Morgan won't be out there. I'm pretty sure they'll put Wenu out there. They'll put Jared Wilson. All the starters are most likely going to be out there for 2 series because we're installing a new offense going from Alex Van Pelt to Josh McDaniels. So, like these game simulated reps, like even those preseason, getting that continuity and the best type of, game action that you can see before the regular season, it's important to me, especially, ever since we've lost that extra preseason game. If you really look back, we get some really sloppy football to start the year. Like it's gotten a little sloppier to start the year recently. So, and I kind of think that's a testament why, we're not really as prepared as we used to be, going into the season.
What type of offense are you looking to see? I mean, of course, you're not going to be out there like, showing the world everything, but what type of do you expect to see handoffs? Like, what do you expect to see?
I'm expecting a lot of run action, man. It's going to be a lot of run based off that. We're going to go into play action straight off of it. I mean, I don't see too many straight dropbacks, and I'm just talking about even the whole team outlook this year, because like, if you look back at Josh McDaniels and even what Vrabel wants to do, like running the ball and controlling the clock is something that is a mainstay in, Vrabel's philosophy and Josh McDaniels' offense. That's kind of why I think they actually ended up being a perfect pair for each other for real. So like, if we're able to go ahead and do that and then just limit the other team's possessions, then that's going to be, the mainstay of the offense this year.
Do you expect like a few deep shots?
Yeah, I do expect them to go ahead and twirl the arm out in front of the fans, especially because, like, I'm not going to lie, man, they're unveiling the Brady statue. They're going to want all the oohs and ahs that they can get out of today. So, like, when you have this kind of day, and also, like, let's be real, Jaden Daniels is in the building too. Like, they're going to want to go ahead and get everything they can out of the day. So, I expect, like, I'd probably say 2 or 3 deep shots out of Drake Maye.
And like, Dan Quinn didn't actually say the starters wasn't going to play. Like, he said the guys that played more during the joint practice is going to play less. I don't even know if he even said less is not going to play as much or whatever he said. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see those guys on the opening drive, right? Like, We know like the whole Brady and Jaden, like they have a little, a relationship, as much as you can have a relationship with Brady. So I'm sure those guys wants to play. Those guys wants to be out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's out there for a series or two. But at the same time, I won't be surprised that he's not, because I know for a fact Laremy Tunsil is not going to be out there. I know that for a fact. So like you're probably going to have probably that's a tough one. Like I don't even know. Trent Scott maybe, Wiley maybe. It kind of depends. Like I don't know who we're going to have out there.
You got rid of Lucas, right?
Yeah, we don't have Lucas anymore. So we're looking for that swing tackle, and that's a swing tackle battle. Probably Wiley and Trent Scott. Trent Scott came in for Sam Cosmi at guard also, and he's also the first person that caught passing touchdown for Jaden Daniels on an unbalanced line. So I just don't know what to expect, man. Right? Like preseason is so you just don't know, right? It's probably like a vibe thing. Like the coaches probably have an idea, but you get out there, you go 3 and out a couple times. You're like, no, I need to at least get a first down. You might try to push it a little bit, or you go out there, score on the first drive. You're like, nah, we look good enough. Let's pull everybody. So it's very hard to kind of gauge. But I mean, you have anything for me and for outside of the ball, kind of similar to the questions I asked?
No, I mean, like, the only thing I'd probably ask is, like, because I know when I was watching some of the joint practices, like, I noticed that, whatchamacallit, I noticed that really Connerly was doing his thing for the most part. The only person who won on my side at all was Harold Landry. Everybody else that lined up against him, he saw Barmore, he saw Keon White. Like, I know they all held their own, but my only question for real was, like, you fully comfortable with the switch from left to right tackle and everything's gone, seamless?
Yeah, like you and I actually have talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And like everyone needs to have that understanding that just because you play left tackle, you're good at it. You could play right tackle, right? Or left tackle to guard, or left guard or right guard. Like it's all about technique, right? It's all about placement. It's all about feet placement, hand placement. All that stuff is different from left side to right. Like it can be seamless to kick back off your left, but off your right, you might trip up a little. You have something that you need.
That's my thing.
Yeah, but like the Senior Bowl, he was right tackle the whole week, right? He got offensive player of the week during the Senior Bowl. He got a lot of work there. A lot of people see the Mike Green clip when he got destroyed, but a lot of people don't even want to look at the other 2 clips when he held up Mike Green. So like that right there is showing me, like, I think this kid has a ton of talent because he has great hands and great feet. Have you seen a clip of him playing basketball?
Who, Mike Green?
No, Josh Connolly.
Oh no, I didn't know.
Yeah, I gotta put. Yeah, he hoops. He hoops,
wow.
and like he hoops, like drop step, like he gets it in. So like all of that like tells me that he can make that switch, right? And that's what he's been doing the whole offseason, OTAs, into training camp. Even when Tunsil sits and he's not practicing, whatever, he's still on the right side. It doesn't matter. He's always on the right side, right? And he's been behind Wiley. So it's not like they just putting him out there. He's still learning, still coming along. Riley is still, but now because Brandon Coleman is hurt, which he needs to work. Like Coleman and McGee, like started slow because of the fact that they was hurt in training camp. McGee didn't even see the field, I think, till late in the year because he was hurt. So those are 2 big blows that we expect those guys to be with this team in the future. But that's why he's starting at right tackle, because Wiley, I don't know if he's going to play left tackle or left guard. I don't know what he's going to do. So, but to say all that is that he's had an up and down camp in a sense where he's a rookie. He's fighting. He's after practice every day with Laramie. Laramie has took him under his wing. He wins some, he lose some. He got Von Miller out there showing him the ropes, helping him out. And a lot of these other guys that's been in the league, that's been there, that's done that, right? The encouraging thing is you can tell he's taking what he's learning in training camp and he put it right into the joint practice. right? Just like you said, you saw a lot of victories. You saw him winning. You saw the technique, the feet, the movement, and all that. It's like he's moving, right? Like he's developing, and that's what you want to see. So the answer, the short answer to your question is yes, but I just wanted to give you a little more context of the journey from the actual switch to right tackle to now, because obviously, like the pre-draft chatter was right tackle, because if that wasn't the case, they wouldn't have put him at right tackle the whole week for the Senior Bowl.
No, I'm with you there. And like even on my side, like with Will Campbell, Morgan Moses, what's going on, Slim? But Morgan Moses doing the same thing, with Will Campbell on my side. And like for me personally, like I'm right there with you as far as I know it's gonna be tough. Now I will tell you this right now. I thought Josh Connolly, I got you.
Come on, dog. That's dog time.
Oh, I got you. But all I was saying is, I think Josh Connolly, I thought he was really like a top 2 to 3 technician out of the draft as far as offensive tackle. I thought he was one of the most sound guys out there. Like, so I wasn't mad at the pick, as far as the technician part. Like, I just know personally, growing up playing offensive line, that switch from, tackle left side to right side, it's just not the same to everybody, especially, when you're a leverage-based person. That's all.
Yeah. And like his weakness is like strength, right? And we saw that a lot. Like we saw it get overpowered. Even in the joint practices, like the Lake Louisville, when I was talking to him yesterday, that was there, the insider, he said they went at him a lot, right? Like they had these drills where it's 2 O linemen and it's 4 D linemen, but it's only 2 on 2 because whatever, NFL. But they bull rush after bull rush after bull rush, and he held his own, and that's very promising for us because I think just like you say, his leverage, he has great leverage. So like the bull rush moves him off his point of attack, but because he has great leverage, and I think that's where basketball comes in, he's able to recover. That's why he has the numbers that he had in college as far as pressures and sacks.
I'm with you.
What else? Oh man. All right, so like let's get a little bit into the regular season. Just a little bit. What are some of your concerns with the Patriots going to the regular season?
I mean, I can't sit up here and act like I'm not concerned with 2 rookies out there on the offensive line. Like, as much as I want to go ahead and praise them because my offensive line play was bad last year, like they are still truly unknowns. Like, can Morgan Moses play a full season for me this year? Like that's a true unknown. So I mean, like I would be remiss to sit up here and act like I still don't have questions about the offensive line. As far as the wide receiver room, I need to know who my true X is going to be. Is it Kyle Williams? Is it Kayshon Boutte? Is Javon Baker going to go ahead and finally make somebody in a wheelchair stand up? That's the question. And we just haven't seen that. Like, and running in my running back room, the only question for me really is, can Ramondre go ahead and just tone the fumbles down? Outside of that, like, I'm really good with that. I'm even impressed with your boy that we got from you, AG. I love him to death in New England. I can't even lie to you. I know he had his own fumbling issues out there, but man, like I'm gonna tell you right now, after contact, he was one of those ones for us this year. But yeah, on the defensive side, bro, like I really don't have like a true pass rusher on the edge that I can like really write home about. Like I got interior guys for days. Like I got Barmore, Milton Williams. Like me personally, I prefer Keon White on the interior. But like Harold Landry, he's a cool edge rusher, but I mean, like he's nothing to write home about. And then on the other side, like we got people fighting for that spot, like Braden Swinson, Anthony Jennings is our run stopper on that side, most likely. And then we got Clavon Chasen as well, who's going to be, trying to work to get us some sacks on pass rushing down. So I can say like the pass rush on the edge is going to be a question, and the run defense is going to have to come from the linebackers, in my opinion. Like we're going to have to see a lot of Robert Spillane. The only place that like I feel calm, cool, and collected about is just literally the secondary. I have no questions about my secondary whatsoever.
Yeah, because you was like the battle at cornerback 5 and 6. Oh, like 5 and 6.
Yeah.
But like for and I want to go back to the wide receiver alphabets. I want to go back to that real quick, but like and for me too, like some of the concerns, like the pass rush, like during the draft, pre-draft, after the season, like after free agency, it was a concern for me, right? But as the offseason went on, I didn't account for Frankie Louvu. Like Frankie Louvu has been working a ton with Ryan Kerrigan over OTAs and into training camp. He's working now. You got Von Miller. That's so. I'm thinking even with Frankie Louvu, our blitz rate was so high last year because of Frankie Louvu, right? So I don't know if they counted him as a linebacker or edge rusher because a lot of times he was just in that base 5-2 front as a edge rusher. So that's really not a blitz, but it just depends how they count the blitz or not. And then you have Von Miller. I'm not expecting a lot from Von Miller. I'm expecting Von Miller to close games out if we have an opportunity to put him in those positions. I'm expecting him to come in on some third and longs, some second and longs to try to get that offense out the field. Not so much sacks, but create pressure because I think we're going to have a big year from our interior. Of course, you got Marshawn. Like Marshawn looks great. Like he's lost.
Yeah, he looked good.
Weight.
He looked good at joint practice.
He's lost weight. He's put on muscle and all that. So we can get 85% of elite Marshawn Lattimore. Like we don't need him to cover the best wire. We don't need him going back and forth, right? I think he still is going to want to do it for some get back. That's just who he is. But I don't think we knew that. Amos, I think he's the real deal. The offensive line, like continuity means a lot, right? Continuity means a lot. You got Brandon Coleman, who played a lot of guard in college, but he spent a lot of time at tackle last year, so they moving him to guard. I mean, even now he's hurt, right? We got Cosme, some reports. I mean, Dan was saying he could be ready for week 1, right? It'll be like like medicine these days. Be a
miracle.
Yeah. So like, but Dan is always on the side of the ladder when it comes to time frames, right? So I think he might start the year out on PUP. So it's still some questions there with the O-line, like who is going to be out there for one, and the continuity, what is going to look like. And of course, we all know the elephant in the room of Terry McLaurin. I'm not so much concerned about him being ready, right? Like he's in shape, right? Like he's going to come right back in and just fit right in. Like he has continuity with Jaden, and this gives Jaden opportunity to find a groove with like Debo, right? So like I'm not too, but it's just the optics of it, right? Are they going to extend him, or he's going to play on this 1-year deal, right? Because look, I think an extended Terry is going to be better than a 1-year deal Terry, right? Like I don't need him to just play. I need him to play. So I don't know what that's going to like. I don't know if he's going to like. I think he'll have a Jamar type attitude and not like an OBJ type attitude. Because Jamar was like, look, cut off. I'm going to focus on the year, and he go out there and he ball out, get triple crime. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's what Terry's going to do, but I'm just talking about. I'm just talking about the mindset, and that's the mindset that I think he'll have. But those are some of my concerns, man. But so the alphabets of the wide receiver, right? I think it's becoming obsolete, like the center position in basketball, right? The X, the Y, the Z.
Yeah, I'm with
whatever you want to call them, whatever the alphabets are. Like a lot of wide receivers, especially the great ones, the good ones, you catch them outside, you catch them inside, they motion, they shifts. Like they're all over. Like they know each position, right? Mm-hmm. Where are you with the positionless wide receiver position?
Me personally, I think as far as alignment, I don't think it's positionless I don't think there's position as far as alignment. I think it's positionless as far as alignment. If we're talking about the type of wide receiver, Like I would go ahead and I would classify Terry as and Mike Evans as X receivers. I would classify Calvin Ridley as a Z. You know what I mean? I would classify, like the Pop Douglases of the world or the Amon Ra's of the world as, the slots or the Ys. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I look at it. Like I like to have multiple variations of wide receivers because I don't want to sit up here and, just be hamstruck to just one thing. I like to go ahead and, I think an X receiver, like I've told you plenty of times, makes life easier on a quarterback. If you have a guy that's going to be able to go ahead and go up and get it, he's going to sit up here and be able to take the pressure off the quarterback having to be perfect all the time. And I mean, like Jaden, he was perfect in plenty of moments for you guys. I truly believe that. But were also times as well that we all have to admit, like Terry's speed going down the field, like especially on that play, say against Quinyon, when you guys ended up beating the Eagles. Those kind of plays right there where X is needed, where he's going to be able to make up for, deficiencies all around. He can just be that go-to guy. It's very undervalued in my opinion. Everybody wants to now go ahead and go to these smaller guys that are able to sit up here and still work, the underneath and the intermediate routes. And I think that's fine. You can still do that. But having that go-to guy, when ish hits the fan, it's just not valued enough in my opinion. That's what I think Terry really is.
Yeah, and like, and that's what's like. You still have those players that's been in the league, a while. That's like specified like X, Y. Like this is what they usually do. This is where they usually line up. Like Terry, like people like move Terry in a slot. Like Terry is not comfortable with it, right? Like Cliff got a lot of pushback early in the year for not moving Terry around, right? That's just not like that. That just has not been his game, right? So like. You still have those guys, but at the same time, right? Like you want to make sure that you have a complete puzzle of skilled position players, right? But you don't want to say, well, I already have a guy that can win 50-50 balls, so let me go to somebody else when the 50-50 ball guy can get you 50-50 balls and he could be a slot guy. So like, don't limit your playmakers, don't limit your offense because of because of tradition, right? Because eventually, like tradition is going to change and become a new tradition. So that's just something that I'm kind of like looking forward, like kind of observing as far as the wide receivers, if it'll come positionless or not.
Yeah, like I think only because like you were talking about with Terry, like you guys don't see a lot of guys that like to travel a lot. So like, I mean, you do see a lot of guys, I mean, outside of the Eagles, unfortunately. But in my opinion, bro, like the only way that it makes sense to line Terry up in the slot, like you were talking about, is if you have a cover one and you're able to go ahead and put him on like a corner against, a smaller receiver. Like in my opinion, that one just don't make no sense to me, bro.
Yeah.
Like I just like with Terry, bro, it's been clear as day that he works the boundary better than almost anybody. Like I'm not even a Commander fan. I stay in the area, bro. One of the catches that live in my mind rent free is that one that he got against the Chargers to open the year up. I know you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. So like that's the kind of stuff you just can't discount those things, bro. Now, as far as back to the positionless wide receiver though, bro, like I do think you do have a couple guys that like you can't even classify them as, any of the traditional letters because they can do it all. Like Jettas is one of those guys. He can do it all. He can go up and get the 50-50 balls. He can work out of the slot. And his route running is so pristine that you can call him a Z as well. So it's like there's some guys that they're just unicorns. So, I mean, we are coming up to that point, though, because we're asking receivers to do a lot of multiple things for real, bro. We're asking you to be at least two of the three things that we were talking about. If you're not going to be a contested catch guy, we need you to at least be able to work out of the slot and run crisp routes. Yeah. If you're not going to sit up here and be the slot guy, we need you to at least have good route running and be my 50-50 guy. And it just all works the same.
Yeah. I want to go back to like practices and joint practices and preseason games. Just so that like the people that don't know, I've been going around NFL Twitter world and getting people to give me some audio clips of preseason versus joint practice, like what's most important as far as evaluation. So I'm gonna pass that question to you.
I think this is tough because there are teams that they don't even do joint practice. Like I know the
Yeah.
Chiefs, they do joint practice. So, like in my opinion, it's tough when it comes to the league. But I'd say for my team, bro, I think it's joint practice personally because that's the most that you're going to see of the starters throughout the week, especially if you have multiple days of joint practice. Like we only had one with you because the game came up on Friday, but I'm pretty sure if the game was on Saturday or Sunday, we would have asked for, 2 days of joint practice because that's the most you're going to get against the ones, and iron sharpens iron, as we all know. If you're not getting the most time against the other team's ones that you're seeing, then you really don't know how to gauge the season coming up. Granted, I do understand for the injury purpose. Like the injuries, you don't want to be there, but the injury bug hits anybody at any time, unfortunately. So, in my opinion, I gotta go with joint practices there.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think some of the people that went with preseason game, like they had good points, right? I think it's good points on both sides. But one of the things I always lean to, and the one thing about joint is yes, it's choreographed, right? Like it's all they meet before practice and they determine, hey, I need work here and I need work here. Then I need work in that work. So they kind of build out the practice, which is true. But a lot of times, if you really want to know what a kid can do, like an undrafted kid or a late round kid, like if it's a cornerback, put him in the front line and let him go against Stephon. Right? Like see what they can do. Like he's not going to get that in the preseason game. Like even if Stephon played, CB7 is not going to have a chance to cover him. Right? He's not going to have a chance. So you got like Morgan Moses, right? Been in the league a very long time, right? Very good at what he does. My edge rusher or my defensive end I drafted in the 7th round, if he's low on the depth chart, he's not going to get that opportunity because like even now, Morgan's not even playing in a preseason game. But even right, if he was, he's not going to be out there in the 4th quarter or the 3rd quarter when that guy. So joint practice gives you an opportunity to say, hey, look, let me see what you got against the best in the league. Right. So I can know if you really got, because like I see what you're doing against our guys every day. Right. Like you don't, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference. So like that, those are my strong stances on why I choose joint practice. I mean, there are more nuances and things like that, but just the ability to see, to be able to match up a kid that might not make the roster with a potential Hall of Famer or a potential All Pro, I think speaks a lot to help building your rosters.
I'm with you. No, I'm with you. And I mean, even that point that you just mentioned, like you have some times where you might be able to find a gem because you notice something out of a practice rep going against that one. And it's like, hold on, I saw what you did here. Let me go ahead and see, what else you have. And when you start unlocking, the whole skill set, you might have something there. Like, and you're not going to get that out of a preseason game, unfortunately, because when he comes in, like you said, he's going against the other guy who's just trying to make the team. So.
Yeah. So man, so we got the game tonight at 7:30. We got the Patriots versus the Commanders preseason. As far as the Commanders, we kind of know who's playing, but we really don't. We are looking to foresee most of the ones for the Patriots, at least the first 2 series. So you'll be able to see Drake Maye out there. I think Drake Maye is a really good quarterback. Like how I opened the show up, I think a lot of the rookie quarterbacks last year were good for what it actually was and the situations that they were put in. I think they were really good. And I just think the quarterback class is good for the future, right? I think it's very good for the future because I just don't know about next year. Like you got the Nusslemeyer kid, you got some other kids. Of course,
you got the Clubman kid out of Clemson.
A couple years, you got the Manning kid, which I think is going to be great. Right, like he has everything. It's like they just put all their powers in and something and just created this kid. Like he can move, like he can move like his dad. He got posture and poise, elite arm like his uncle. So it's crazy to see that he's going to see this guy come out, man. But any of your rookies that you drafted that you're looking to kind of see tonight and what they're able to do, like Henderson, like is he only going to be out there with Drake Maye, or is he?
I think Henderson might be out there with Dobbs for a little bit more, like especially because like we got to go ahead and make sure that we're in full continuity and like especially a rookie that's coming in that's never seen the system before. Like, it's different to me than like a Kendrick Bourne, who he was there when Josh McDaniels was there back when Mac Jones, had popped up. And he had his best year that he's had as a player. So, like, that's why Kendrick Bourne, I think that he's there personally more to go ahead and, like, kind of teach the playbook, same with Matt Collins, to the younger receivers. That way they can kind of get a better understanding. But, yeah, no, I do expect Travion to be out there with Josh Dobbs for a little bit. We got another guy, Woolridge, that's going to come in later in the game, I'd probably say in the second half, and he'll probably take stuff over from there.
All right, man. This is good. Like, it's so much more. I don't want to keep you too much long. Plus, I have to.
Oh, no, you're good, bro. You're good. I got time, brother. I got time.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I
got to do my. I was going to do my 7 watch things I'm watching for the Commanders. Right after this, that's only gonna take a few minutes, but yeah, man, this was good, man. Too bad we don't play each other during the regular season, because like we get so much more into the game than a preseason. Like I usually don't do these for preseason, but this year I was like, you know what? Like, let me give it a try and see what's what.
We all itching for the game back, bro. Let's be real. I know. For that feeling back, man. We need it.
I know, but it's just like it's so much like you just don't know how to gauge it. Like you just don't know. Like you have some things out there that you want to see, but you might not even get to see it because all of a sudden might say, look, you're only gonna be out there for one series, right? Like you just don't know. So it's a preseason for us too, right? It's a preseason for us too to kind of get back in the groove on that. But Vinny, man, I absolutely appreciate you, man, for joining us, man. I know your time is very valuable for you to spend it with us. Absolutely appreciate it, man. Just give everybody your handle and your Vino's Casinos when it runs, all et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, I appreciate you having me on, Deuce.
It won't be the last time.
Yeah,
it won't be that.
It ain't gonna be the last time.
Like you can ask Smokey and them. Like one thing I try to do is like I'm always looking forward and always trying to see like can somebody do this or can somebody like do that, right? I think platforms out there. And I know like we've talked backstage. You're looking to kind of do, and we've already kind of talked about that. So like I really like this little black. Plus they say we twins. You never know. The twin show. You never know.
You never know, man. Never know, man.
But yeah, just tell them when you hold your spaces.
No, I'm about to say, man, look, Vino_1 on X. About to say I host spaces where we talk everything, all sports. About to say you hop in there, they might be talking about the Commanders. You might not like what you hear sometimes, but I'm playing with you. Nah, but I'm gonna be real with you, man. Y'all got one of those ones in Jaden Daniels. Let me just get that out the way. And I appreciate you having me on, Deuce.
For sure, man. Appreciate you, man. Everybody else, don't go nowhere. I'm just gonna play this quick little thing. I'm gonna come back and give you my 7 watch for the Commanders game. Vino, appreciate you, man. I get up with you on the back end.
Already, brother.
Peace. Yo, what's up? I'm back. Listen, that was a good interview right there with Vino. Vino is he's a Patriots fan. It was good to have him on for sure. I really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy it. It's what, like, we really usually don't do preseason games, right? So like this was new for us too. But it was pretty cool. But yeah, all right. So I don't know if you all saw, but I dropped an article on the bleedingburgundy.com. It's my second article. There's a new thing I'm going to do before each game called 7 Watch, right? The 7 Watch. The 7 Watch is 7 situations, players, things, all included, which I'm looking forward to seeing in the upcoming game. So let's start with the 7. Let's start with number 7. Who steps up at wide receiver? Who is going to step up at wide receiver? I think the first 4 positions are locks, right? I just do, like Terry, Debo, Jalen Lane, Noah Brown. Not in that order, like the whole wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4, like whatever. I don't really care about that. But I think those are 4 locks, right? Even Cliff mentioned last week, he said, like, if something happens with Terry and Noah, what do we have? Like, when he said that, I said, oh, yeah, Noah's a lot, right? Everybody else, Luke, Gallup, Brooks, Jones, like all of those guys, it's like whatever. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if whoever makes it. I wouldn't be surprised at all, right? Who is going to jump out? Who is going to show out today to separate themselves from that bunch? Because look, players like Gallup and KJ Osborne, they don't really have to lose their jobs. It has to be taken from them. That's why I think this is. The young cats, they have to take those from them. Right? Even Luke, like Luke doesn't have to lose it. It has to be taken from him. So can one of these dudes show enough on the field today, regardless of when they out there, to move up the depth chart or to get snaps with the first and second units? That's something I'm looking to see. Yo, what's up, Tim? How you feeling, man? Twin show is crazy. Light and dark side of things. Number 6, defense, hunting, turnovers. We need to create turnovers. We need to create more turnovers. We need to create more turnovers. We need to flip the field. We need to create some havoc. We need some tip balls, some forced fumbles. We need to flip the field. Can we do that? Right? It just doesn't have to be the first team defense, right? It can be like the fourth quarter, whenever. We need to start getting used to creating turnovers. Number 5, kick return game. I think Jalen Lane is going to be that guy. Seems like he's going to be that guy at punt return. I haven't seen him a lot on kick return. So I don't know. It's going to be Luke. I don't know why they got Eckler back there. Maybe he get back there when we need a big run. I mean, they got B-Rob catching punts. Yeah, I know how I feel about the B-Rob thing. But, like, can someone show out today? Right? Can Kaz Allen, like, throw a bomb in the 53? Like, can he get out there, kick return, take one to the house? Like, those type of dudes that's out on the outside of that 53, can they do something big on special teams? Even those gunner guys, can they come down, force a fumble? Right? Like, can they get some stops, some open field one-on-one tackles? Right? Like, can they do any of that? What's up, Commissioner? All right. Number 4, Kane Madrano in the trenches. McGee is hurt again. Hampton is like Hamptoning, like whatever it is that he's doing, right? Kane Madrano has an opportunity to move them out of their spots. He has an opportunity to be right behind Bobby and Luvu at the linebacker position. Now, I think he's going to play a lot. What I'm looking to see, is he going to have a green dot? Can he put the defense in the correct positions? Right? And the big thing, can he tackle? Can he tackle? Like, that's a weakness. That's a pre-draft weakness was tackling. You cannot be a linebacker in the NFL if you cannot tackle. So I want to see some tackles. He don't like, you can't afford to miss tackles. Kane Madrano, you cannot afford to miss tackles, right? Has to be Luke, Brooks, Jalen, right? That's, I think, is going to be the starters, right? Correct. All right, number 3, JCM, Bill. I don't want to call him Bill. JCM, right? Billy, whatever it is you want to call him, that guy. The lights are out. The spotlight is on you. Everything is full speed. Everything is full speed. Hold on. 30 players. All right, hold up. Yeah, you got some breaking news. Who not playing? Hold up. All right, we got our 30 players not playing tonight. Uh-huh. All right. Mikey Sandersteel, Debo Samuel, Marshawn Lattimore, Will Harris, Frankie Louvu, Jaden Daniels, Brian Robertson, Terry McLaurin, Marcus Mariota, Quan Martin, Von Miller, Austin Eckler, Jonathan Jones, which I'm surprised, Javon Kinlaw, Bobby Wagner, Jordan McGee, Tyler Biotish, Nick Allegretti, Timothy McKay. Like, I think they're still working him back from being injured. Andrew Wiley, Brandon Coleman. Oh, let me see if I can get this real quick. Uh-huh. 1 second. Sam Cosmi, Laramie Tunsil, Noah Brown. I'm not surprised. Zach Ertz, John Bates, Javante Baptiste, Dietrich Wise, Dorrance Armstrong, and Deron Payne. Those are the guys that's not going to play. Commish, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And again, you can do the super chat just like Commish did if you want to help out. You also can join the Redzone In the Lab community. The membership, I think, is like $2.99 a month. You get 15% off of all merch. You get early access, or you get the first opportunity to get any of the giveaways. We're going to be doing some giveaways soon. So, of course, the people that are members will be first up with the membership giveaways. And it just helps your old boy out, help provide quality content for you all. So appreciate that, Commish. Yep, B-Rob. B-Rob, everyone. Nobody playing. Yeah, that's what it seems like. That's crazy. Oh, that is crazy. Hold up. Listen, ain't nobody playing, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I gotta post this. I gotta post it. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. But all right. I don't know like who you're surprised about, but let me get through. All right. I talked about JCM. Now JCM big hey, you got an opportunity. Yep, Hotman's the Hotman show. I'm cool with the 30 inactives. Wonder who is running back then. Running back, it got it. Hold on. Is Eckler on that list? Oh, I just posted. Let me see. Hold up. Yeah, Eckler on that list. So it's probably going to be McNichols, C-Rod, JCM. I wonder who's going to start though. Like, I don't know. That's a good question, Chuck. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too surprised. Let me see. Who let me see. Okay, so Jordan McGee, we know he's hurt. Timothy McKay, he's hurt. Or they trying to get him back. I mean, I'm kind of with you. Slim. Like, no surprises. But they also tell me that B-Rob is either going to be the Jahan of the summer, or he's definitely RB1. as long as I see my team on the field this year, I don't care who's playing. It's like cheap reggae. As long as I get out of here. Yeah, man. Like y'all got, yeah, man. I'm gonna be in service, but I'm definitely. So I'm gonna post after this show, a little bit after this show. I'm gonna do the late night aftermath of the game. So I'm not sure what time I'm gonna get back, but I'm gonna set it for like 10:30. So I'm gonna be back in here. Whoever wants to come in, let me know. I see you the invite. Got some people come. He's gonna talk about the game, this and that, for about an hour, maybe hour and a half. Call it the aftermath. So we get to see Senate and Bill and Trey, man. Yeah, well, but McGee is injured, so he didn't even make the trip. He's not even up there. So yeah, the O-line, like I think, and the one thing about all these O-line not dressing up, we're going to see some continuity. Like these O-line guys might play into the third quarter. This start whoever the starting O-line is for sure. But all right, so Josh Connolly is number 2 on my watch 7. He had a good showing in joint practice. I want to see what he looks like. Full speed ahead, like no stopping. Like the edge rushers is trying to hit the quarterback. Like it's full speed under the lights. Right tackle, first NFL start. Here you go. You haven't been starting all off season. I mean, all training camp, but then you get an injury, so now you got to step in and start. That's what I'm solely going to try to be focused on. Right, is Josh Conley. And number 1, Sam Hartman. Right, can Sam Hartman begin to continue to develop, to show improvement, to be to solidify himself as QB2 of the future? Not so much right now. See, right now he needs to do enough to beat out Josh Johnson for QB3. But moving forward after this year and so on, can he solidify himself as QB2 to grow with Jaden for years to come? Right? Can him and Jaden get a contract, the same extension, or their second contract the same year? Like those types of things. Can he do that? That's going to be what I'm looking forward to the most. But I wonder if he starts, though. I wonder if he starts. Maybe I may go with Josh Johnson. I don't know. What's up, Marcus? How you feeling, baby? What's up? Can't wait for the development of our younger player. So Connolly, Scott, Dietrich, Paul. Okay, so let's start. Let's look at it. Look at it from left to right, Chuck. So, no, let's do right to left. I'm more confident. So Connolly, a right tackle. Right guard, Allegretti. Hold on. Allegretti ain't playing. Hold up. Wait a second. Oh, he ain't playing. We got Paul. Dieter. Oh, I gotta hold up. I might gotta hold up. I might gotta pull up the depth chart. Then I'm gonna get out of here. Let me see. Oh my God. But what y'all thinking? What y'all got? Let me see. What y'all got? Commish, bro. I like this new format of the pod. Streamlined, smooth, and informative. Keep grinding, bro. Appreciate that. Salute to you. Appreciate that. Okay, he says Sam is starting. Jaden going to make sure Hartman succeeds. Chris Paul, left guard. Okay, so Key got, okay. All right, what we got? All right, so clean piece of paper. All right, so we got right tackle, we got Connerly. Center, we got Dieter, right? Left guard is Paul. Good Jones. Good Jones where? Where's Scott? Let me see. Let me see this. On the depth chart, they got Sorrell Foster. They actually got Trent Scott at right tackle behind Connerly. So y'all think Trent Scott starts at left tackle? I think so. So who's right guard? Good Jones? That what y'all was saying? Good Jones? Good Jones. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we got it. Then we got Scott, Paul, Dieter, Good Jones, and Conley. Oh, man, Key said he might be right guard. So who gonna be left? Who gonna be left tackle? Key. I think this one I'm at, CJ. Scott, Paul, Dieter, Good Jones, Conley. That's kind of like where I'm at. Appreciate you too, CJ, for being part of the community, the Redzone Lab membership. Yeah. So, woo, it's gonna be interesting, man. We almost there. Almost there, y'all. We almost there. We are almost there. But I'm about to get out of here. Remember, I'm going to aftermath tonight after the game. I'm about to post it. Make sure you turn on your notifications, please. Hit the noties. Hit the noties. Hit the noties. Hit that bell, the notification bell. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yes, Amos is playing tonight. Can't wait. And like Vino was telling us that everybody except for Morgan Moses is playing at least the first 2 series. So, like, we're going to be able to see some good stuff, man. Boot be out there, Javon Baker, Polk, all them guys going to be playing. So, definitely waiting to see that. I can't wait. Yeah, all right, Commissioner. See you there. Don't forget. About to get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate your time. Vino, salute you, brother. I appreciate you for joining us. Appreciate all of you guys that's watching and listening. Appreciate your time. I know your time is very valuable for you to spend it with me. I absolutely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart, one love. Let's go, Commander! We back, baby! Bro, when have we ever felt this good about a season, bro? Oh, my goodness, baby. Yes, sir!
I didn't make it true, playing by the rules. I come apart, baby, but never cool. I didn't make it true, playing by the rules. I come apart, baby, but never cool.
Man, we've been waiting a long time for this, baby. Redzone In the Lab. Commanders. It's time. Let's get it.